Good evening, everyone. We'll start in 2-3 minutes. Let's wait for others. Hello, Divyanush. Hello. Good evening. Okay, we'll wait 1 more minute. All of y'all are new. I have only seen Jeevan. Others are attending for the first time, I think. Welcome all. Let me introduce myself again because every lecture new students are coming. So my name is Keval Parmar and I teach mathematics. So we'll be sharing many lectures together throughout your 11th and 12th. So those of you who have came for the first time, let me bring what we are going to do today. Actually, last time we just completed the theory part of GP, that is geometric progression. So in this lecture, I wish to complete the questions which are based on geometric progression, as well as one concept which is uh, infinity, like GP tending to infinity. So yeah, we'll be doing that in this lecture, and then we'll be ending the session. So today's lecture is very simple, just doing questions on GP. Welcome all again. Let's start the lecture. So I hope to I hope that you make the lecture as much interactive as possible. So obviously you can chat in the chat box, give answers and all. Yes or no, you can say. So let's start. So the first question is on your screen. So for the new students who are attending for the first time, let me tell you, I generally give 1 to 2 minutes of time for every question for you all to think before I start the solving the question. So that way you can map out what we can do. I am not expecting you to solve the question in 1 to 2 minutes. I am just giving you to understand the question, and then you can say कि हाँ इसके बाद ये step करेंगे. After this we'll do this step and we'll get the answer. So just map it out in your brain what we can do here. Got it? So first, let us see, find the 20th and nth terms of the GP. So this is a GP, as you can, everyone can see, this is a GP. So here, let me tell you, I hope you have done your formula revising and all. You are on vacation. Today is the first day of Diwali. Then too, I hope you are doing your work. Got it? So let's start. Uh, Find the 20th term. So this is the GP. So for the 20th term, let me tell you one thing. Again, key in a GP, we always, whatever may be the question of the GP, we always try to find A and R. That is the first term and the common ratio. Now, if you notice, all the formulas in GP are based on A and R. So my main aim in every question will be to find A and R. So here also we'll find A and R, then we can easily get anything they are asking. So here, as you can clearly see, A is the first term, which is 5 upon 2. What is R? R is the common ratio, which is 5 by 4 upon 5 by 2. So this 5 and 5 will get cancelled and I'll get half. Correct? I can write it 2 ones are 2, 2s are 4. So A is 5 by 2, R is half. So they want us to find T20. What is meant by T20? A R raised to the power 19. So that means 5 by 2 into 1 by 2 raised to the power 19. So here in numerator, I'll be left with 5 and in denominator, I'll get 2 raised to the power 20. I hope you can understand what we got in denominator by using indices. So also they want us to find the nth term. So Tn will be A R raised to the power n minus 1. So what is A? A is 5 by 2 into 1 by 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Here again in numerator we'll get 5 and in denominator I'll get 2 raised to the power n. How 2 raised to the power n? Here 2 raised to the power 1 into 2 raised to the power n minus 1. So if I add the powers, I'll get 2 raised to the power n. Again, the questions will be of increasing difficulty. That means first we'll take NCERT level questions and then we'll move to JEE level with some of the questions which will be previous year questions, PYQs. So is this clear? You can give me a thumbs up and then we'll move on to the next. Okay, superb guys. Very good. Chalo. So let's move on to the next question. This one. Again, NCERT question. Find the 12th term of a GPU's 8th term is 192 and common ratio is 2. Again, what we need to find? We need to find first term and R, A and R. R is already given, which is 2. So that means I need to find A. So for A, they have given me the condition. 8th term is 192, you can see. So that means T8 is given as 192. What is T8? A into R raised to 7 equals to 192. Let us substitute the value of R. A into 2 ki power 7 is equals to 192. So what is 2 ki power 7? 2 to the 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So this will be A is equals to 192 upon 128. Now what is, can we simplify it? 4 are again? Yeah. 4 4s are 16. 4 8s are 32. Wapis we can cancel out 4. 12. 8. Now again 4. So 3 by 2. The first term is 3 by 2. R is 2. Now what we have to find? The 12th term. So simple. T12 will be equals to A into R raised to 11. That means 3 by 2 into, what is R? R is 2 raised to the power 11. That means 3 into 2 raised to the power 10. 2 raised to the power 10, I think it is 1024, right? It is 1024. So 3 into 1024. Am I correct? So 4 these are 12. 703072 is my answer. Correct, guys? All clear till here? These are like, we can say, warm-up questions. Basically, warm-up कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Done? Okay. Chalo. Let's move on to the next. This one. Yeah, I'll give you some time to assess the question and map out the steps. Then I'll start. So I'll give you like 1 minute. 1 minute is fine. Okay, guys, come on. Let's start. Again, let me tell you what we are doing. We want to find A and R. ये दो चीज दिमाग में रखो. And if you see the general rule of maths, कि whenever I have some unknowns which I need to find, I need same number of equations. For example, मेरे पास अगर if I have two unknowns, then I need two equations so I can simultaneously solve those equations to get the unknowns. And same is for others. 3 unknown, 3 equation, 4 unknown, 4 equation. So here we have A and R, which is two unknowns. So that means two equations I have to make. So that means two conditions should be given in the question. So I have told this, and I said this every time in every lecture, because the one who are listening to me from lecture 1 might get bored, but no, beta, it is very important. And also new students are coming, so I need to keep repeating myself. So what I was trying to say is number of unknowns is equals to number of equations we need. That means number of conditions should be there in the question, right? So here A and R ही find करना है, तो दो देखते हैं. तो first condition is, अच्छा first तो वो लोग ने दे दिया है. First term is -3, so that is A is -3, and for R they have given the fourth term is square of its second term. It means T4 is equals to T2 का square. What is T4? T4 guys, T4 is A into R की power 3 is equals to T2 is AR, the whole square. That means AR cube is equals to A square R square. So I guess one of A will get cancelled and two of R will get cancelled. So I'll get R equals to A, and A का value is -3. So I got R, I got A. बस खत्म. अभी तो वो लोग जो पूछेंगे, whatever they can ask, I can give my answer. They want to find the seventh term. What is the seventh term? It is T7 will be A into R raised to the power 6. So -3 into -3 raised to the power 6. किसी को आता है क्या? -3 minus of 3 raised to the power 7. So 3 is 9, 27, 81, 243, 729 तक आता है मुझे. So that means 729 into 3. What is the answer? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 7 is a 2187. This is my answer. Correct? Chalo. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. Which term of the following sequence is 729? So this is also a very simple question. हम लोग अभी भी NCERT कर रहे हैं guys. So first, A find करो. A is √3. What is R? R is 3 by √3, which is again √3. So they have given that the last term or nth term, let the nth term be 729. What is nth term? A into R की power n minus 1 equals to 729. Do you understand which term? Which term का मतलब होता है they want us to find n. They want us to find n. So let's substitute the value of A. A is √3 into R is also √3 raised to the power n minus 1 is equals to 729. So by indices, what will we get? Power will get added. So I'll get √3 to power n is equals to 729. So √3 को मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? 3 raised to the power half, और n पहले से is equal to 729. अभी देखा ना, 3 3 9, 27, 81, 243, 3 is to power 6. So by comparing powers, n by 2 will be equals to 6 and n will be equals to 12. This is my answer. Simple. Got it? Is it clear till here, guys? All good? Give me a thumbs up. अच्छा क्वेश्चन देख रहे हो अभी तक ओके ओके सुपर चलो लेट्स सी नाउ सम ऑफ n टर्म तो tn वाले थे वो हो गए व्हाट वाज tn a into r raised to power n minus 1 now we are going to do sn I hope you know the formula of sn what is the formula of sn here we have derived now let me tell you why derivation is important derivation is important when we will do agp that is arithmetic geometric progression so here what they did is this is a geometric sequence. This is the geometric progression. We want to find the same steps we are doing. This is step 1. This is step number 1. And this is step number 2. These same steps will be doing in AGP. Those of you all have studied AGP and those of you all have known how to find the sum of n terms of AGP. They must have remember these steps. What we do first, we multiply by common ratio and then we subtract. We multiply by common ratio and then we subtract. So here, equation 1 isko mark kiya. Then we multiplied by common ratio, which is r. So we got equation 2. And then we subtracted. So if I subtract 1 minus 2 on the LHS, I'll get Sn minus Rsn. Okay, I'll get Sn minus Rsn. On the right hand side, all the terms will get cancelled. See, AR will get cancelled, AR square, AR cube, and so on. AR raised to n minus 1 will get cancelled on the previous term. So only two terms will be left. That will be the first term, A, and the last term, AR e power n. So that only we wrote here. And out of this, I can take A common and I'll get Sn as this formula. What does formula say? A into R, 1 minus R raised to power n upon 1 minus R. Obviously, R cannot be equal to 1 because we have R minus 1 in denominator. So we derived this formula. And if suppose R equals to 1, then my GP will become A plus A plus A plus A plus A plus n times. So common sense guys, अगर कोई number को n times add करो, it is as good as multiplying the number by n. So that means a को n times add करने से better है, I'll write n into a. Clear है ये? All good till here? Just remember this formula and the procedure. I am repeating, the procedure is important again. Why? Because in solving questions on AGP, we will need the same procedure. Remember step 1, multiply by common ratio, and second, subtract. After this, we will simply get our answer. So let's see questions which are based on summations. Got it? Chalo. Questions, yeah. So here we have two sub questions. Again, NCERT. Find the sum to indicated number of terms. Okay. So this is a GP. Let's solve first one. A is root 7. What is R? R will be equals to root 21 upon root 7, which will be equal to root 3. Correct? So we have R, we have A. What will be Sn? Sn will be the formula A into 1 minus R raised to n upon 1 minus R. Just substitute the values. So root 7 into 1 minus root 3 raised to n upon 1 minus root 3. Simple. This is my answer. No need to simplify. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा क्या कर सकते हैं? You can rationalize the denominator बस. You can only rationalize the denominator here. Otherwise, no need to do anything. Got it? Acha, let me tell you. Many a times in many books, there is another Sn formula which looks like. Let me write it here. A into R raised to n minus 1 upon R minus 1. So it is basically you can use any of the formula. It is same. what we did is we just multiplied and divided by -1 in numerator and denominator. If I multiply and divide by -1 here in numerator and denominator, I'll get this result. So no issues. Whatever they have given in the options, you can use, and in theory also you can use any of them. Got it? So let's come back to our question. Where is it? Yeah. Let's see the next question. Next question में A क्या है? A is x raised to 3. What is R? R is x raised to 5 upon x raised to 3, which is equals to x square. So let's write the SN formula again. It is A into 1 minus R की power n upon 1 minus R. That means x cube into 1 minus x square raised to the power n. That means x raised to 2n upon 1 minus x square. This is my answer. Simple. Clear hai? Let's move on to the next question. Achha, if you have any doubt in one of the question, you can ask in the chat box. Okay? Is it clear till here, guys? Give me a thumbs up. All good? Okay. This time only one of them gave me thumbs up. बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं बाकी लोग? Okay, super. Chalo. How many terms? See, we did this in previous question also. How many terms? That means they need us to find n. The GB is given. Very simply, I can see A is 3. R is also 3. They have given Sn. Let there be n terms 120. What is Sn? A into R raised to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. You can use any formula. So I'm using the second one. Is equals to 120. Substitute the values of A and R. So 3 into 3 raised to the power n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 is equals to 120. That means what is 3 raised to the power n minus 1? I can cancel out here 340. So that means this is equals to 80. That means 3 raised to the power n is 81. That means 3 raised to the power n is 3 raised to the power 4. So n is equals to 4. This is my answer. Simple. Got it? So in algebraic questions, the like algebra में आता है ना ये sequence and series, algebra geometry. So in algebra we just have to focus on solving. Answer तो automatically अपने आप आ ही जाने वाला. Let's see this. Now the level has increased bit by bit. So in the upcoming questions, we'll go into the JE level. Right, guys? So let's see here. I'll give you 1 minute to read the question and access the information. Let me read it with you. The sum of first 3 terms of a GP is 16. And the sum of the next 3 terms is 128. Okay. Determine the first term, the common ratio, and the sum of n terms. Yeah. So as you all know, GP है. GP का मतलब क्या है? A और R निकालो. So our aim should be to get A and R. So to get A and R, we need 2 equations. So we'll look for how we can form the equation by reading the question. So according to the question, it is given the sum of first 3 terms. That is T1 plus T2 plus T3 is equals to 16. Now, as we all know, what is T1? It is A plus AR plus AR square is 16. We can take A common here. So I'll get 1 plus R square is equals to 16. I got one equation. Let us find second equation. Similarly, what will be the second equation? Sum of next 3 terms. So what will be the next 3 terms? T4, T5, T6 is equals to 128. What is T4, guys? AR cube plus AR raised to 4 plus AR raised to 5 is equals to 128. So I can take AR square common. So I'll get, oh sorry, AR cube ले लेते हैं. I can get AR cube common. So I'll get 1 plus R square is equals to 128. This is equation number 2. Now you all are more uh, you have a more habit of solving these two simultaneous linear equation. So what can I do? Equation 1 and 2. Should I add these? Should I subtract them? Should I multiply them? Should I divide them? I want your answer in the chat. Equation 1 and 2 ko I need to solve simultaneously. What should I do? Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Okay. Divyanush is saying divide. Superb. Rashmi is also saying divide. Superb. That means you all know how to simultaneously solve. Let me tell you, believe me, the first time I did this question when I was in 11th standard, I did not know कि अभी क्या करूँ 1 or 2 का. That's why I always say, I always give you clarity कि हाँ, in a question on GP, we need A and R and how to simultaneously solve. So if I divide, 2 divided by 1 करते हैं, okay? So 2 divided by 1. So here, I'll sub cancel हो जाएगा. I'll get R square is equals to 128 upon 16. 16 के टेबल में आता है क्या? I don't think so. 4 से करता है क्या? 4 3s are 12, 2. 16 के टेबल में जाता है. I am very weak in calculation. Let me tell you, those who are coming from first lecture, they know. So that means R is plus or minus 2 root 2. Correct? खत्म हो गया. We got R. So that means we'll have 2 GPs, right? First, for R equals to 2 root 2, and second, for R equals to minus 2 root 2. I hope you can do the second one yourself. First while I'll solve. So let R be 2 root 2. Correct ना? कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं किया ना? Yeah. So if R is 2 root 2, substitute in 1. So I'll get A into 1 plus 2 root 2 plus 8 is equals to 16. I'll get A as 16 upon 1 plus, sorry, I can write it as 9 plus 2 root. This is it. एक बार चेक करना. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग अ फीलिंग कि हाँ ये आंसर राइट. डिड वी मेक अ मिस्टेक हियर? लेट मी चेक. नहीं कैलकुलेशन बराबर है. यहाँ पे आर स्क्वायर नहीं आएगा, राइट? तुम लोग ने भी क्या बोला नहीं, ऐसे ही बस. या आर क्यूब. सॉरी, यू ऑल सेड आर क्यूब. I didn't read your chats. Sorry. I'll just make, yeah, now I can read your chats. R cube है. Thank you so much. So R cube, क्योंकि वही मैं सोचूं अभी मैंने घर पे सॉल्व किया तो ऐसा तो नहीं आ रहा था. So here it will be R cube. So R cube होगा, so I'll get एक 2 and एक -2. Right. So this will be plus or minus 2. Sorry, अभी तो 2 कंडीशन भी नहीं आएगी ना. Sorry guys. R cube is to the plus minus कैसे आएगा? Only I'll get 2. Yeah. So let's continue. R is 2. So I'll get A into 1 plus 2 plus 4 is equals to 60. So I'll get A as 16 by 7. यहाँ भी अच्छा नंबर आया ना. 4. Yeah. Next I have to find sum of n terms. Simple. A है, R है. अभी A और R दोनों है तो you can ask me anything. So Sn will be equals to A into R raised to n minus 1 upon R minus 1. So 16 by 7 into 2 raised to n minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, 1 ही होता है ना वो तो. So this is my answer. So yeah, got it. Chalo, let's move to the next question. Oh yeah. Now you might have seen such questions in your NCRT. And believe me, such questions also comes in JEE mains. Actually, this question has appeared in JEE mains. So same to same NCERT, you must know the standard procedure. क्या करते हैं? All of you should know, right? So basically, what we do is let SN be equals to 8 plus 88 plus 888. I am writing only 3 terms plus dot dot dot. So first हम लोग क्या करते हैं? We take 8 common, right? So I'll get 1 plus 11 plus 111 plus dot dot dot. Then we multiply and divide by 9. So the multiplication by 9, I'll get 9 plus 99 plus 999 plus dot dot dot. Correct? इसके बाद वी फॉर्म अ जीपी. हाउ डू वी फॉर्म अ जीपी? वी राइट 9 को क्या लिख सकता हूं मैं? 10 माइनस 1. सिमिलरली 99 को 100 माइनस 1, 999 को 1000 माइनस 1 एंड सो ऑन. So if I separate the first and the second term, I'll get, एक तो क्या मिलेगा? 10 plus 100 plus 1000 plus dot dot dot. माइनस कॉमन ले लिया, क्या बचेगा? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus dot dot dot. अच्छा, कहां तक जा रहा है? एन टर्म्स. तो यहाँ पे लास्ट में एन टर्म्स तक आएगा. सॉरी, एन टर्म्स, एन टर्म्स, एन टर्म्स, एन टर्म. सो दिस इज अ जीपी. करेक्ट? सो दिस इज सम ऑफ एन टर्म्स ऑफ जीपी. सो हम लोग इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं? 8/9 इंटू ए 10. आर भी 10 है. 10 रेज़ टू पावर n माइनस 1 अपॉन 10 माइनस 1 माइनस, ये किसको लिख सकते हैं हम लोग? n. आई कैन राइट इट n, राइट? क्लियर है क्या? अरे 1 1 1 n टाइम्स ऐड हो रहा है, उससे बेटर है 1 इंटू n ही लिख लो. सो आई विल गेट 8/9 इंटू 10 इंटू 10 रेज़ टू पावर n माइनस 1 अपॉन 9 minus n. So I can take LCM and I'll get 8/81 into 10 into 10 raised to the power n minus 1 minus 9n. This is my answer. Correct? This has also been asked sometimes or many times in JEE mains. Correct? And NCERT में तो ये है, you will get many types of these questions. All good till here? ये समझा क्या? गिव मी अ थम्स अप. इट इज वेरी टिपिकल सम. अरे क्या हुआ? नहीं समझा क्या? Did you do it for the first time this question? बाकी लोग? ओके ओके ओके, ऑल गुड. only 2 of them are giving. बस कंसंट्रेशन पीरियड खत्म हो गया. आधे घंटे का ही था ओनली. we have some 15 minutes still left. Okay, so let's do some अच्छे questions now. Correct? I think we have covered majority of the questions which GP can be asked. Yeah. So now it's just like practice. Let's see. So yeah, 1 minute given. Till then, I drink some water. So find the GP. That means we have to find the GP. Find the GP का साफ साफ मतलब है A और R निकालो. Sum of first 2 terms is -4. And the 5th term is 4 times the 3rd term. Simple. A और R चाहिए ना? 2 unknown means 2 equation similar to previous. Now I want you all to attempt this question. Actually, this question is for you. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. You attempt this question and give me an answer. खाली A और R का value बता दो बस. Because if we get A and R, then we'll easily get the GP. Correct, guys? So yeah. Whoever who do not have pen and book, so please get your pen and book and start solving this question. After 2-3 minutes, I'll solve it. But I want answers from your side so that I know कि हाँ तुम लोग भी practice कर रहे हो. चलो, let's see who gets the answer first. I gave you an head start, I think. अभी मैं करता हूँ. Let's see. Speed test. Speed test बाद वाले में करेंगे. ठीक है, चलो. So sum of first two terms. I'll also start. आराम आराम से कर रहा हूँ मैं. Okay. So T1 plus T2 is minus 4, which is A. अच्छा, R equals to 2. Wow, very fast. Superb. A plus AR is equals to minus 4. So I can take A common. 1 plus R is equal to minus 4. I think calculation is much simpler than previous one, right? So this let the mark this equation number 1. Second, they have given the fifth term T5 is 4 times third term. A भी मिल गया. A is minus 4 by 3. Anvesha. Okay, superb. So I'll solve it and then we'll match our answers. Correct? So T5 means AR raised to the power 4 is equals to 4 into AR square. तो I can cancel out A. Oh, superb. R square ही 4 मिल गया. So R equals to 2. So very simple calculation. 2 लिया कि plus minus? You should take plus minus ideally. Because many a times option में क्या होगा? Option A कुछ होगा, option B कुछ होगा, option C will be both A and B. अच्छा, I'll explain first. Let me solve. So अगर R equals to 2, R equals to minus 2. R equals to 2. So if R equals to 2, I'll guess from 1, I'll get A is minus 4 by 3. And if R equals to minus 2, I'll get A as 4. So what will my GP? GP क्या होता है? A, AR square and so on. So that means I'll get minus 4 by 3. There minus 8 by 3, minus 12 by 3 and so on. Either this I'll get or 4 minus 8, 12 minus 16 and so on. See, this is what I was saying. कि option में suppose let's say this is option A, this is option B and option C में they have given both A and B and option D they have given none of these. If you forget to write plus minus 2, that means you will mark option A, but actually it was option C. So उससे क्या होगा? तुम लोग सोचोगे +4 उल्टा -5 हो जाएगा. 4 तो नहीं मिलेगा, रॉन्ग आंसर का -1. So always remember this is a very silly mistake. I also used to make the same mistake. घाई में क्या हो प्लस माइनस छूट जाता है. प्लस माइनस आना चाहिए, that we all know. We should put plus minus, we all know that. But while solving, we forget sometimes. So yeah, जो लोग ने मैं आंसर दिया, they got -1 marks. ठीक है? I hope it is clear now. Is it clear? Plus minus 2 and then A I'll get. Okay, super. चलो. Let's see the next question. Yeah. What is it? Let me and you read together. Find 4 numbers forming a GP. Third term is greater than by 9, second term is greater than by 4 by 8. Okay, I think same question है. We can all try together. So A और R ही चाहिए. Sorry. Find 4 numbers forming a GP in which third term, so T3, is greater than the first term. Sorry. That means T3 equals to T1 plus 9. So T3 is AR square is equals to A plus 9. So I can write AR square minus A is equals to 9. A R square minus 1 is equals to 9. ये 9 है, A देखा. Equation number 1. What they are giving next? Next, they are saying second term is greater than 4th by 18. Second term is greater than the 4th by 18. So T4 plus 18. So that means AR is equals to AR cube plus 18. That means AR minus AR cube equals to 18. I can take AR common. I'll get 1 minus R square is equals to 18. Same. What can I do with equation 1 and 2? I'll simply divide. So if I divide 2 and 1, क्या मिलेगा पता है? A R into 1 minus R square upon A, अच्छा यहाँ से माइनस कॉमन ले लूँ, so I get 1 minus R square is equals to 18 upon 9. So A cancelled, 1 minus R square, so I'll get minus R equals to 2. That means R equals to minus 2. So if I substitute R equals to minus 2 in 1, I'll get A is equals to 3, I suppose. है ना? 3 है ना? Yes. So we have to find the first 4 terms. First 4 terms क्या होता है? AR square, AR cube. That means 3 minus 6. Sorry. 12 minus 24 are my first 4 terms. Got it? Let's move to the next question. Next question. Now we are going to do sum of infinite terms. So, sum of infinite terms is basically divided into 2 conditions. You all know कि one's condition is mod r should be greater than 1 and the other is mod r should be less than 1. Now, if mod r is greater than 1 and we have infinite terms. So, let's say for example, r equals to 2 and my GP is 2. A is also equals to 2. Will be 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on. If you can see, the terms keep on increasing. Right now, 2 के बाद 4 आया, 4 के बाद 8 increase हो रहा है. So if there were infinite terms here, I would get S infinity as infinity. Sum of infinite terms. Correct? That's why for mod r greater than 1, S infinity is infinite. Now let's say suppose R is less than 1. So take the same example, let A be 2 and R be half. So the GP will be 2, then 1, then 1 by 2, then 1 by 4, 1 by 8 and so on. So as you can see, in this second GP, what is happening? The terms are getting reduced. पहले 2 था, फिर उसका आधा, फिर आधा 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 करते करते the terms are getting reduced. So that means in such cases, S infinity will be finite. Let me tell you one more technical term. Such series are called diverging series. Diverging series means क्या? कि numbers are increasing continuously. And such series are called, you can guess now, converging series. Converging series means what? Number are getting decreased. So as numbers get decreased, they will tend to 0. That means they will get closer and closer to 0. You can see what is half. Half is 0.5. What is 1 by 4? 1 by 4 is 0.25. What is 1 by 8? 1 by 8 is 0.125. So as you can see, the numbers are getting closer and closer to 0. So such series are called converging series. Now, S infinity we can find only for converging series. So let's say one very common sense example, कि if R or mod R is less than 1, then as we increase the power of R, let's take the same example. Here we have R is equals to half. So let us find R square. R square will be 1 by 4. R cube will be 1 by 8. R raised to 4 will be 1 by 16. So what is happening is, as I increase the powers of R, I am getting closer and closer to 0. So let's say I increase the power to infinity. Why? Because I want to find S infinity. So if I increase the power to infinity, R will be like 0.0000 जब तक मुंह थक ना जाए तब तक बोलते रहो, infinite zeros and then 1, which we calculate it as 0 only. अभी इतनी बार 0.00001 कौन लिखने बैठेगा? So that means R raised to the power infinity will be tends to 0. See, this is the symbol of tends to. हम लोग ने equal to नहीं लिखा. Why? Because as you can see, it is not exactly equal to 0. Last में 1 है ना, 0.00001. So we cannot put equality. We said tends to 0 or approximately equals to 0. So yeah, these are very technical terms, and these are very conceptual questions. Like, हाँ, तो हम लोग को पता होना चाहिए why we didn't put equality. I'm saying this because when you will do the chapter called limits in your late 11th standard, you will see why I was so focused on this tends to 0 part and approximately 0 part, and equal to means exactly 0. Got it? So yeah, this is a very mathematical term. Like mathematically, अपने को terms पता होने चाहिए. So that means R ratio will be tending to 0. So here we all know Sn का formula ये है. So if I get S infinity, that means I'll put n की जगह पे infinity. So I'll get R raised to the power infinity, which I can approximately write 0. And if I write it 0, the formula becomes A upon 1 minus R. That means my S infinity का formula is A upon 1 minus R. Let's do इसके question like there is no need to practice 5-6 questions on this. Only one question is enough, and that's what I have bought for you. This question. Chalo. If you can solve this question, then I think you understand S infinity very easily. Let's read the question and try to understand. A tennis ball is dropped from height of 10 meter. So let's say, suppose this is the ground, and the ball is dropped from height of 10 meters. So the distance is 10 meters. After bouncing, the ball will again bounce to half the length. That means 5 meter. Again, it will go half the length. That means 2.5 meter. Again, it will go half the length. That means 1.25 meter. Now, notice that when we drop the ball first, let me change the color here. When we drop the ball first, it travels 10 meter. Then after dropping, it again bounces back 5 meter and again goes down 5 meter. So that means I'll write it as 2 times 5 meter. And same thing happens here. Again it goes down. Sorry, again it bounces back up 2.5 meter. Again it goes down 2.5 meter. So again 2.5 कितनी बार आया? 2 बार. So I'll write plus 2 into 2.5. Again, when it bounced back, it'll get 1.25 ek bar, 1.25 second time. So plus 2 into 1.25. And this will continue infinite times till the ball stops bouncing. Till the ball stops bouncing. Oh, superb. Fibonacci. Is this Fibonacci? पक्का? Fibonacci में half थोड़ी होता है. Fibonacci में what is that? Previous वाला add हो जाते हैं. I do not think it's Fibonacci. Is it? Okay, we'll discuss it afterwards. Yeah. So this will be the total distance. So distance will be equal to this traveled by the ball until it comes to a stop. So ये 10 को तो ऐसे रहता है. I'll take 2 common from here and I'll get 5 plus 2.5 plus 1.25 up to infinite terms. So what is this? This is an infinite GP with A is equals to 5. R is, I think, half. So that means I'll get 10 plus 2 into A upon 1 minus R. So 10 plus 5 2s are 10 upon half. So that means 10 plus 20, which is equals to 30. I think units is meter. 30 meters. So the ball or the total distance traveled by the ball before coming to rest is equal to how much? Is equal to 30 meters. So yeah, we completed all the concepts of GP and solved questions on GP with some previous year questions as well. So I hope you understood today's lecture. I think we have tomorrow also. So let me brief you what we'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing the means. That is arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. So we'll be continuing with arithmetic mean, geometry mean, harmonic mean tomorrow. I plan to complete it in the tomorrow's lecture itself with the concepts and the questions. Got it? So yeah, till then, bye bye everyone. Take care. Enjoy. I think you all have one more lecture after this, physics, right? Sir, once again explain. Acha, you didn't understood? Okay, okay, fine. I explain it. What happens is, see, assume that you have the ball. So, yeah, on the first drop, here you are standing. If you drop the ball first time, the ball will travel a distance of 10 meters. Then they are saying the ball bounces back to half the original height. That means पहले height क्या था 10. Then it'll bounce back to 5. And then after bouncing back to 5, it will again drop 5 meters. So what does this mean? Keep the ball covered 5 meter distance 2 times. Once for bouncing back up and second for bouncing down. Now again on the third jump, when the ball will bounce back up, it will be half of 5. So 2.5. So 2.5 ऊपर जाएगा, again then it will get 2.5 down. So the total distance, पहले तो एक 10 आ जाएगा अलग से. फिर how many times did it cover 5? 2 times. So 2 into 5. And this will continue till the ball comes to rest. So third time पे वापस 2.5 क्यों, एक बार ऊपर जाने का 2.5, एक बार नीचे जाने. First time में the ball didn't bounce back up for the 10 meters. It was dropped from 10 meters. And so on. So if I take 2 common, this will continue till infinity until the ball stops bouncing. And the rest of thing I think you can understand pretty easily. So it is clear. Raghu, is it fine now? All good? Hello? More doubts you have? Please ask. Fine, huh? Okay, super, super. Thank you so much for asking doubts, clearing doubts. I